So good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. My most ethical light and love crew. That includes angels doing the thing. The thing. Not just their thing, but the thing. The thing is actually their thing. And that's it. So okay, so I wanted to find out, like, after going through my secret forum, spending 2 hours there, the first hour hashing out my sexual nature, starting from default level, and that was pretty darn interesting. Let me tell you, I got to learn about myself even after the dry spell, and the dry spell continues, kinda, but you know, it's weird because, like, I don't know. My readings are not just confined to, like, having a deck of cards with me, but I did notice, holy freaking moly, I know it's like the middle of the freaking night, and dude, my skin is peeling. Okay, but shoot, like, seriously. Hello, Cream Crew. I know you're out there. Hello, hello, hello. What's happening? Oh my god. So, then I opened up the reading to a couple of them, to a couple of people, after closing out my own. And both of them were like, they were pretty, like, cocky. Like, one of them was like, I'd be pretty amazed. Like, nah, that's not us. We got a strong bond or whatever. And then she said, I'd be pretty amazed, like, if that were true, because, like, somehow, like, this person is a dork or whatever. I was like, it doesn't fucking matter what you think of them. It's who they actually are. And I don't know. I learned as a reader that there's only so much that someone can, like, digest at a certain moment. So you can tell them, you know, the truth in its exactness, but they're not receptive to it because they're like, this particular person felt like they were, because they were just like laughing at the idea. Like, it was so cocky. It was just like, I laugh in the face of danger and fuck them if not. But, like, I was thinking, is this person trolling me or whatever? Because I just know that there's other energies out there that are trying to um, even, like, go so much as tag team and create these, like, booby traps of yeah, like tracks, like, one after the other, but to impose doubt on myself, like, that's not the correct read. No, like, I'm never fucking wrong. Like, everybody that comes around the bend, for sure, like, they know. They know. When they come into my territory, I'm never fucking wrong. It's quite the inverse. And so I didn't know what to tell him. I was like, except, like, I'm never fucking wrong. But I tried to even, like, reread the cards, like, after they told me their thing. I was like, well, that's a, it's a long distance relationship, and it's facing the reality of this and that. Like, it only imposes so much commitment. Like, so, but you're, I had to basically tell somebody that there's a side chick. And, like, it was so crazy, which is like, it's very interesting. Thanks for the read, anyway. So it was very, like, dismissive. And, like, I can't let my ego get, like, caught up in that loop of, like, I don't know. It's just, I, I went to the point, I got to the point of, like, if this doesn't transpire within the next couple of years, which I do not believe that relationship, based on those energetic patternings, would last for that long, nor do I believe that she cares for it to last that long. I don't know. She's just like, it was so weird. But I said, if that doesn't transpire in the next 2 years or less, and I will send my apologies in the future. But then I kept thinking about it. I was like, no. I kept looking like so, like I was trying to read the cards like so hard, like in its like ease of like my best, my clearest reads. And I couldn't, there was no other explanation, dude. Anyway, so why aren't my reads all like, and then the second one kind of like the same thing. Yeah, it was just weird. Like it was back to back. Whereas someone wouldn't even have to peep a word except like requesting a read, and I do a single energy card to like figure it out, and it's exact to the motherfucking T. So anyway, I'm trying to find out like what's going on? What's happening with my reads? Like what's going on? What's up with my readings lately anyway? So the first card, like it happened again where it did that split screen thing when I tried to set it up, and then I had to like bail out. And then so the first card that came up was Beltane, the Lover's card in reverse. And then when I had to do like a reboot, basically a restart, I had 3 of Swords. So it's like it's knowing that when I do these readings and it feels like the energy is off, like somebody's kind of like trolling me and having me second guess myself, like I really tried not to take it personally, like what's really going on here, because I know I'm right. There's no fucking way that Archangel Michael will like pull a fuckery on, like there's no way. I have so much protection as far as the readings go. I'm not being misled. Like somebody else is being misled here. So it's either somebody who's doing like who's asking for the reading to like it's a setup like with a fake, it's like a fake ad or something like that, and a fake situation. But like I've already talked about that stuff where people will get like what's due to them. That energetic pattern does not die out. So that fuckery is stored like right into their pocket, basically like gum on their shoe or whatever, tar on their foot. So I don't worry about it because I know what I'm reading is certain. So anyway, so what's up with my readings lately is that people are not receptive when they're going through, like when it triggers like heartbreak energy, like a loss of something that appears to be solid. And in fact, she said, no, we're solid. And I even called out her sexual preferencing because I was like, are you lesbian or like what? And it's not like, and she said she was bi, and I said, okay, that makes sense because there's like a male and a female, but your male is like farther out, and then there's something, but like there's certain things that I catch on to that like I wouldn't suspect. But anyway, there's something about that here that I can tell what's going on before others are willing to accept it. And so it like whether I have cards in my hand or clouds or like other resources, like what within the array of my readings, what's up with my readings lately? Because like, dude, I did something to protect myself because I had a dinner gathering for somebody who is having her baby thing going on. Anyway, I needed to bail out earlier than I actually did, but I was coerced by them buying stuff for me to bring home to the kids. So hopefully there's no bullshit tied to that, because this thing's not gonna happen accordingly. But like after I undid whatever was on my like protection area, like my whole arm was sore. You know how like so special that is? Being the receptive side, it was like my everything was cramped, and like my muscles, like just on that arm, are tense, like super tense. So something's going on, and I divulge a bit more information, like on a social level of like, hey, mom's just sharing information, like just sharing, in good faith, just like trying to warm up with the crowd. And I give like so much opportunity, dude. I just give so much opportunity to people to like be chill, be good, be an honest person, you know? And I still feel like why is there still like fuckery like in the back of their mind? Like they pretend like they care or whatever. But like I don't, dude, I'm still learning. So Archangel Michael, what do you gotta say about those people? Like seriously. Like if they abuse the information, like abuse situations based on the information that I've provided, like in good faith, like that seems apparently harmless. Crone of Earth, so that's King of Pentacles. So they're saying, Tina, you feel out the cold, but you still know your resources. You know where everything falls. It's like a fucking dime a dozen once it hits the ground. So like, you know what? Like you can still embrace your environment, but it's learning. Everything is basically learning. So in divulging certain things, like I do it in good faith. So every time like I divulge, it's some like it has its orbic fields of protection surrounding it, and its associations. So there's no fear in that, because what I gain is an understanding of the energetic response tied to like the webbings. Like it automatically tags people in this is what they're telling me, that it tags people. So it's like there's like a monitoring spirit like sucked into their pores. So anyone that they are divulging shit to, or like if they're fucking with that energy, it is traced to the T. So being the crone of Earth, aka the King of Pentacles, within that divine feminine form, holy moly, that shit is pretty strong. It's hard for sure. Yeah, Six of Wands, yeah, for sure. Like this is, again, we've talked about this. This is the Grim Reaper, the Hermit card, and Justice winning it. So like wearing those hats, I used to be feel so much resentment in wearing so many hats with very little pay, always with a promise that things are like I'm going to get that pay, always like, and I would like I fell for it, like many have, and but like I fell for it hard, like it was breadcrumbing. I wouldn't even call it love bombing, because like, what? Where's the fucking return? And it's just crazy, because like I don't know what else to say. Like there's so much to report. But there's definitely success in what I do, my work. The return is massive. We have Saturn energy there. Astrologically speaking, that I don't know what house that belongs to or whatever, but we can do our background like check and work on that. What else do we want to say? So like what's going on? Like that's pretty interesting though. We kind of like stumble upon information. So I need not worry about that portion. That's very I feel very safe and protected, and with that factoid, that spiritual factoid. And so, okay, so what's going on with my readings lately? What do you want to say, Archangel? Oh, dude, for real. Spiritual dude, what do you want to say? 8 of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Swords, 7 of Water, Maiden of Air. So the learnings are substantial. They balance out. Okay, there's options that are balancing out. In fact, this is master number 77. The weighted energy, like the pentacles are dropping onto the plate, basically. So things, again, this is balance, and then there's balance over here. So there's like something monetarily, like 7 of Swords is like, okay, for this one, it's like something's happening, like it's like a difference between day and night. The pentacles that are dropping, it's like it's work, it's partnerships, it's collaborations. 1, 2, 3 pentacles onto these plates. So it's kind of strange because it's like even though there's an odd number here that it's being placed over here, there's an implication of it, like an assumption that because of the physical dynamic and the quantity, that it's going to cause imbalance. But like these divine beings are, when they fall, wherever they fall, it's going to come into place where they are going to keep it in balance. I don't understand what, like, that's crazy. That's insane. There's something about like the weight of the feather that's going to be added to the one that is that needs more weight. So there's something about the truth, like a scribe. This is like a fat ass receipt, let me tell you. So even if 3 fall on one side or 2 fall on one side, this feather is going to balance out whatever it is on the other side. So that receipt is kind of like, that's interesting. So master number 77, I think, is a master revolutionary, the leader. Next up, okay, we got like I got very, very abundant cards here. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, that's being absolutely seated. Can I say it, Archangel Michael? I think I can say it. Let me see here. Archangel Michael, can I say it? Is that okay, or is that just for me? It's the Moon card in reverse. They said keep it to yourself. This is for me. The 10 of Pentacles in reversal, that's in pocket. That's the Ace of Pentacles tenfold, like, for me. Just for me. Just for me. Non-transferable. Just for me. Because they know I'll know what to do with it. But this is highly transformational, let me tell you. Very much so. I got 3 freebies here, like Maiden Mother Crone energy, the pentacles right there. That's insane. That's good luck right there, because that's not just your average pentacle. Those are like, what is it, Chinese, whatever, like those coins. That's for me. So 13 is highly transformative. Yeah. Like, I can pocket that 10 of Pentacles. That's crazy. But the 3 are going to fall. Like, there's something. That's insane. Like, this is like my paycheck. This is my takeaway. That's non-taxable. What? That's insane. Okay. Anyway, Ace of Cups right there. I don't know what to say about this. This is there's something ancestral about this, like ritualistic, because when you have your Athame and you like stab it into the ground, there's like, it's like a grounding affirmation, but also a cleansing. Like, it is done. It is, so it, like, it motherfucking is. So when you do that in the cup, like in the intuitive bodies, this is an affirmation, like I know, I see, I basically am. And this is total justification, you know, that cup energy being the Holy Grail. I am, I know, I see. And there's I don't know what else what do you want me to say about this? So I have mermaid energy here. So there's aquatic, like ancestral aquatic energy too, tied to it. And is it Mintonkins? I think that's what it's called. Or that's one side of it. But anyway, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Like I've already revealed like how I like what I bring to the table. Like I already show up. Like I can't reveal all the secrets because like I am an I'm an avid reader, okay? So I see things. I forget, like today was just a reminder on multiple levels, both like clocked in and clocked out during the, you know, festivities, that I can, it's not just that I can, but I do read other people very, very well. Like it gets people jealous when they realize like, I didn't see that. I didn't know that. I couldn't tell, you know, and it's like very casually done. I'm not trying to rub shit in people's face. It's like, it's just, I'm just divulging what I noticed, like as a share. And it's very casually done, but like people get really jealous when they realize that they're not, like easily picking up on things, picking up on people, picking up on, like basically reading the room. And like I wasn't even trying. I just like glanced over and I just shared it. And so there's something about, you know, I don't need to reveal all the secrets of what I do see. And for some things that are like humbling, where like I don't understand certain avenues of talk, let's say, because there was a meeting, like a overall company meeting where we do our reports or whatever. I'm not going to divulge things that are exclusive to that setting, but like when they talk into very much detail, like I started getting concerned. I'm like, it's because it's different. Like when you're doing virtual, there's no like pointer to the numbers that they're talking about. Things are moving fast. And so there's no indication of like, look here or look there or whatever, because it's like so compacted with information. And so like I read upon the context of that too. Like first off, like, you know, I started getting like worried about my concerned that like maybe like I'm just too green to understand, like, or it's going to take a long time to understand. But then I realized, no, Tina, loosen up. Like there is much to learn, but you can read things for what they are. Okay, so you look at the presentation, you look at how it's being conducted, you see like how like with the word choice, the people that are chosen for their different like spots, the responsiveness from person to person. Like, dude, I'm just like, I'm looking, I don't know, like the divine is just showing me how to like do these things. I'm just like, whatever I can resource. So I'm looking at all of these like aspects and I realize, oh, you know, when you like lay off on yourself and you give yourself some fucking wiggle room, you can see a lot. You can see a lot. And you don't have to take things so seriously. Like you can laugh at the things that are prompted to be like laughed at, and because like it's kind of instantaneous, like the feels, you know, it's not even, it's a no-brainer on that. So there's the feeling of like not having to be so guarded or uptight, but still to hold your own. Like, you're there for a reason, Tina. And you've gone into like many places people can't even like conceive of like existing. So, you know, uh, like you already, like I said, you know, what they've been saying is like you don't need to divulge everything, you know. So there's some excitement in that, because the ones that also know within the hierarchy, they don't always know that I know. They don't know how I could know, but they don't they don't they get a kick out of it too. They're like, oh shit, I didn't know she was tuned into that. So there's that, you know, like there's like sometimes like there's public hazings, you know, where, but I think it's all staged. So I just play along with it, because it's like I'm not the brunt of the joke. Like, it may appear to be, but like I know what this means. So ha ha ha. So there's that, you know. Archangel Michael, what do you want to say? Is there anything else you want to say about my readings lately? 7 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Pentacles, and 8 of Swords. This is strange. Like this is just depicting the same energy, which is like, people may think like you're stuck, like, oh, damsel in distress, like, and you're kind of like, oh, what do I do? You know, there's something about it where things are kind of like out of your, it's a presentation where things are out of your hands, but they're kind of not. And I understand that, but people don't know that I know that. So it's using that time wisely, and it's meditative thought, like, I am aligned, I am in this positioning, so let's make the most out of it. And then, right smack dab in the middle, there's a waterfall. That's literally nothing the fuck that you can do about that. That's not giving a damn, okay? Because, like, why would you want to stop that beauty, that abundance? So it's like letting nature take its place, because like there's other factors involved, you know. There's many fish trying to like swim upstream, and it's a fucking waterfall. They don't understand from their perspective that to them, within what their leaps are like what their sentience is, their attempts are trying to go go upstream to like a waterfall, and it's not the same. It's not like nothing you ever seen before. And so it's 7 of Pentacles in reverse. That's a harvesting. Like, this is see these are snippets. Like, this is the harvesting. Like, this is where I get to collect. And people, like these opportunists, want to like go upstream. And here I am looking at all of this like funk, right? I'm reading the room. And it's like, oh, and you might as well like enjoy the human experience, like collectively, from the readings of what I'm like seeing. I'm like, oh, it's actually coming together. Spirit says, like, you know, enjoy the zen of the pace that you're set at, you know, like, don't go against the grain on that. Like, use it for what it is. Like, if people are going to try to rush you, you can act like a little like jostled, like just fucking play along, and just produce accordingly, you know what I mean? So like you can play the part, like you are the perfect actress for this, Tina. You have been like had so many instances of like understudy experiences without even knowing it, and now you get to like play the part. The people that you kind of talk shit on because like they were shit talkers themselves, and they literally weren't playing the part. They were just you know, dumbasses. Dime a dozen dumbasses, girl clique groups, you know, whatever the fuck. You can pretend, you can kind of shift into perspective of like what NPCs, you know, how they approach the world, you know. Except mine has so much more, is endowed with so much more context. So it doesn't go to waste. Like, it's still for the greatest good. Trust me. Everybody's got to learn a lesson somehow, and they've got to digest accordingly. Like, what the fuck does that mean, right? Um. So like, mhm, um, like I can't divulge it. Like, I want to say certain things to like point it out, but then I don't want to like. Um, it's not about saving face. It's about understanding the objective and what you want people to. It's like motioning people to act right, you know. So if somebody says something within their positioning and everybody's listening to it, right? And the face value on the surface, right? Like what you like hear right away, like, oh, like, you know, like, oh, that's a headliner. Like, it gets people aroused into talking, or at least thinking. But the ones that are really thinking about it are like, oh, so that means that, like, going beyond that, okay? So I know I work with very intelligent people. But I also know that the ones that have the greatest weight are the wisest. So it's not all just like logical. They also have heart, you know, built into them. So those are the true warriors. Those are the people that like are like the hidden masterminds. So, you know, I can't divulge too much because I don't want to ruin the I want to see how it rolls out, like, for sure, for sure. So anyway, it's just like I'm increasing the piece, starting from within, and then just watching things like unfold as they are. Like, my abundance is over there, but I don't like it's over there and it's collecting. Like, the jackpot is like just dropping down, just dropping down, just dropping down. But I don't feel the need to have to like surround it. Like, that's mine. That's mine. Like, don't you see that luggage tag? Don't you see that? That's mine. Like, get a forensic scientist and check the fingerprints that my hands were last touching that check your cameras. That's my. I don't need to do that anymore, dude. I don't like. I'm so big. I don't like I said, fucking waterfall. So yeah, I don't need to do that. What I need to do in gaining access in like kind of just the ideation process that naturally happens, you get to see how people respond to that. It's like you announce like layoffs and then you get to see like how people like fucking scatter and like what kind of politics are driven in that, you know. You see like, oh, we're gonna get like a massive bonus or whatever, and then like you get to see how people like treat other people like shit by sheer contrast, like well, you know, we were just talking about this. And so you get to see like, this is just, I'm not ruining anything. This is like the dynamic. People are like people's true character take over, so they can't like quite memorize like, oh, I'm gonna behave like this when this happens, because there's so much like selfishness driven within those attitudes that like priorities, right? They speak for itself. Like what who like a really who they are, like. So anyway, what's up with my readings lately, Archangel Michael? Is there anything else you want to say? This is wonderful. I went to sleep for a bit, and then I like turned on my alarm, and like, but even still, without the alarm, I was still like, it was strange. Like, my arm was really freaking hurting, like almost twisted. I don't know what the deal was. Okay, Archangel Michael, what's up with my readings lately? So what showed up is the Four of Wands, facing the Four of Earth, in reverse. So this is master number 44. I think it's the, oh gosh, it's the master worker. Could be the master builder, because I like, for the life of me, like third, like you would think third time's a charm or whatever, but like I've seen this repetition, like, and each time I get master number 44, I'm like, I forget, which one is it? And I think it's a master worker, master builder. I would think 2 is, but it's 4, because then you got all 4 sides, right? Like the cornerstones, the pillars, at bare minimum, those foundations. And so when you get 4, like I tried to like memorize it, and the first imprint that I got was the Emperor, which is spirit. So yeah, then we've got it's got to be the master builder, master partner. But anyway, it's affiliated with the Emperor. So we have here home and hearth here, like fighting for your right to have a solid house and home and hearth, not just a roof over your head. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and being like kind of low-key ownership about it, where again, not having to be like super like not having to micromanage on it, but at the same time taking ownership, like, yeah, I will defend, like, don't get me wrong here. And it's like coming up to bat for your home, you know. It's this is correct, Tina. And it's like coming up to pitch, like coming up to batter for all pitches thrown. However, it's like there's something about like fouls or something, foul play in this. With when there's foul play, you especially don't want to fucking micromanage. Like, why would you want to be like a innocent bystander in all of it? Why would you want to get in the middle, like get caught in the crossfire of somebody else's projections? So there's something about pitches and the way that they're thrown. The 4 of Pentacles is in reversal, so it's like all of them are outs. You know, they're like they're no good. The pitches are no good. So even when you come up to plate, there's no swings needed because they're all like fouls. I've never heard that before. That's interesting. It's intriguing and it's interesting. It is titillating. Is what I mean. I don't know. My legs got chilled all of a sudden. That was weird. Okay, anything else? All right, let me see. I need to get some water in my system. Okay. We're back here. There's a 0 count on here, but I know. Okay. Archangel Michael, what else do you want to say about what's going on with my reads lately? Anything else? Anything else? Those 2. Ace of Fire and the Crone of Air in reverse. Both of them are in reverse. So this is the King of Swords in reverse, which is can be like very I don't know about that. But then the Ace of Fire, or the Ace of Swords in reverse, is what it's telling me basically, because this is massive studious. Like, I have a doctorate. I have a PhD. I'm certified in this and that. So there's something very firm about education here. However, usually the King of Swords in reverse is what do I call it? What is it? Like a damnation of, there's something, what is it? I forget what they call it, what Angels of Love and Light You'll tell me, right? If it's important to know the exact terminology. Is blasphemous. That's what that is. Damnation of subjects, basically. From cover to cover, basically. But however, I can Archangel Michael mentoring me, dude. So what they're saying is like, hold down your sword, okay? We're gonna work on it. We're gonna not just sharpen it, but we're going to alchemize it. Cause like this is extreme heat. Like hold it. Like there's other energetics out there, like cosmic, multidimensional energies that are invested in me. It's kind of like what we've seen in the repetition of the Four of Cups in those like vehicle readings, with the Tarot of the Spirit, using that. It's kind of like that, but it's, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I thought I remember it being 10. Yeah, 10. 4, yeah, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? Yeah, okay, so that would be the 10th pentacle right there. But there's an alchemization of like an upgrade to the current sword. So it's like, hey, we're gonna replace your vehicle, we're gonna replace, your tools. You don't have to say and it's not just a charm added. This is something that's like an add-on, like a permanent add-on. So there's something being done to my current resource, like sword. So like the thoughts, there's something being like solidified, like absolute investments that are unseen. This is happening partially on the astral realm, but this is something that like is kind of like untouchable. Like you can't tamper with this. Nobody can stop this. This is something like that was just like suddenly was announced, because like it's already happened. It's already starting. It's already like, so I don't need to like defend myself. Like I don't need to raise my sword. I don't need to feel threatened. Because as this is also occurring, others are how do I say it? That's automatically like neighborhood watch for me. Do you know how awesome that is? Yeah, it's high alert. Well, hello. Is there anything else that you want to say about what's up with my readings lately, Archangel Michael? So many discoveries. It's beautiful. Oh shoot, it's beautiful. Give me a second. Anything else you want to say, Archangel Michael, about what's up with my readings lately? Maiden of Earth in reverse. This is saying like I can there's no like real major commitment to like, number one, I'm invested in myself. Like that's what they trained me to do. You know how how difficult and complex like it can be to move from an INFP to an INFJ? Dude, for the longest time, I have been an INFP. Like, the longest. The first time I took the test, back in high school. Up until, like, just a few years ago. When I started my spiritual journey, Spirit was like, hey, honey, nothing wrong with being an INFP, but we're going to shape you into something like alchemy. We're going to alchemize your sword so you can be more direct and you could be like the bomb ass energy. You don't have to let go of being an INFP, contradictory to what those like behavioral specialist, especially within like occultist measures in spirituality. Like, you don't need to pay attention to what like they have to say as far as restrictions. You can either be this, you can only be this or that when it comes to INFP versus J. And like, you don't have to put yourself in that box. So look, somebody just like, that's weird. I told you I have people who are really, like, watching out for me. It's crazy. This is part of the reason why, like, I can hold that energy to myself. I was just kind of like buying myself time. This is part of the reason, part of the messaging, like, yay versus nay to this person that came through. And like, it's an automatic nay. But like, I don't have to answer the question directly. I can just keep keeping on with my stuff. Don't let anything like interrupt your they're saying jizz. Your flow. Yeah, so that's wonderful. That was a lot of messaging, holy smokes. But yeah. There's that. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, the INFP, INFJ thing, it's a for real thing. So I came to understand, like, open up in different facets of my life, and like I thoroughly appreciate both realms. But I think the most active part of me is now, especially with, you know, my role, is called to action, the INFJ. And so it's kind of like just reclaiming back my own, the primal power of my sentience. Like, there's nothing wrong with being selfish in that arena. With channeling, you really have to, like, you have to be your number one fan, and lead with that energy. Like, you have to look out for yourself, because, like, Tina, you are the channeler, and anybody else who does that within this industry has to really look out for themselves. So it's like, it's matter of fact within like the pentacle energy, and beyond that, the astral realm, you have to really think about yourself first. So anyway, when it comes to like what's going on with my readings, the more self-care that is practiced, and not in hindsight, it's like realizing its importance, not just in hindsight. Like, the more accurate and solid your reads are. Crown of Water, King of Cups, right there. The Spirit in Cash. That's Jesus Christ energy. That's somebody that's highly intuitive and knows what to do with it. They don't just get the feels, but they do something about it. They know how to apply themselves. They can read the room, the sentience within any room. So it's being able to intuitively read beyond the matrix. So we're talking about like the sentience, whether they're in this room or that room or the combination of whatever. That's, and speaking of the matrix, it's being able to see beyond. Yep, for sure. And it's being charged, self-motivated. Yeah. So the strangest thing, so I think maybe up to 2 viewers here that are recorded. One of them has this like fake ass name. They were asking for like a reading, and then they retracted the message, and one moved on, and then the other, I think, kind of moved on. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. I just know that I'm protected. So I've and I kind of sensed it too. Like when they had that messaging, it was very reminiscent of the feelings that I got on my secret forum too. The two other readings that were just like, no, that's strange. That's interesting. It was, I feel like somebody was just like trolling under a different account name or something. Or it was just, it was weird. It was like a duplication of other energies that dude, I don't know, man. All right, anything last item that you want to say, Archangel Michael, about what's going on with my readings these days? What's up with my readings these days, Archangel Michael? You want to tell me about it? You want to tell me about it? And thank you, by the way, for the alchemy and the direction. So beautiful. It's the full card. It's the Summerlands. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So, oh my gosh, you know, like, in Guns N' Roses, Slash, when he takes his hat off, it's like, it's signature. With or without the hat, like, dude, that's Slash's hair right there, dude. And he's shirtless with jeans. It's crazy. I'm supposed to channel music. It's not just feeling out the vibe, but like putting good vibes out there. When you're walking the walk and the path and going through this field, there's something like free reign about it. It's freestyle. This is the first like full card where there's no cliff imposed there. The act of justice, like trust in and being at the pinnacle is like already being amongst you know the fields, the energy. It's trusting in your own power. They were using the Book of Shadows Tarot as above, so like there's nothing more chilling in the understanding of like what that truly means, the comprehension of you know this new journey. And it's not always what it seems, but the grass is definitely greener here in just moving forward, like, and putting like the good vibes out there, your light out there, manifesting that out into the universe. So he also has protection around like his wrist areas. So that's very interesting. And again, you know, like there's something else here. No, this is beautiful. I don't know what else to say about it because it's just it's gorgeous. They're saying. That's interesting. Okay, so that's last bit of what Archangel Michael wanted to say. And so the bottom of the deck, secret sauce, is Four of Cups. Here we are again. So again, we have the portals of light that are right behind her. So I do have that backup, that support. I am holding light on one side, on the doing side, and the intuitive bodies, that the receptivity side is the cup energy. So that's appropriate. So there's something about the balance in that. That's alchemy in itself. So this is the magician hidden in plain sight. The wand energy is ancestral, because that's a massive like rooting in the back. The sword energy, though, I think it's just air. Like you can't grasp it. Like it cannot be stolen. It's like the depiction in it that it exists and it's very much real is the light that's passing through. So there's something about that, like the penetration, like you can see that it's not just about the light, but the play on air, like the condensation in the air to be able to allow like it to be seen. There's something about that here, like it's there, but it's like I don't know, it's kind of strange. But it's knowing where you stand when positioned in an area where you don't have to play with the others, but you don't have to feel the vibes of like feeling like this sucks, this is shitty, you know, like I'm not interested. So there's something very unique about how about the context of this card. And as above, like you have to rise above your whatever's imposed, like there's something about like whatever's like in your feed, you know, like you don't have to like just go along with it. And there's something strange about like what's going on in my feed too, like some weird stuff, like stuff that doesn't even apply to me, that's like extra drama, like that has nothing to do with me. So there's some kind of like mix up mashup of people like either wanting to withdraw because like they're not that what's in it for them, you know, that kind of thing. And then there's also like people going through the dark night of the soul too, that are kin energy, that don't like can't quite get messaging together to like put it out into like public view, that, you know, so there's something about, so it's not always like resistance, it's people are dealing with, you know, shit themselves too, on my kin level. So like there's a combination of energies where like, oh, like also like what do you call it, hexing, where they want you to think that you're not getting the same support, or there's something wrong with you. So there's the allowance for that, but then you realize like it's like, again, reading the room, you know what I mean? So there's something like really weird going on with my feed, that it's not its usual, especially within the past 24 hours. And a lot of the times when we realize these things, like we already overcome those challenges. It's just a simple act of like noticing. That's it. Just taking notice, and then you move on, and then things like transition like so quickly. So anyway, in the middle. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck, 9 of Swords. So this is emphasis. There's kind of stress. There's a noose here. I don't know what else to say about it. But there's a lot of stress involved. There's also like fake red flag. What do you call it? False alarm. You know, there's something about that embedded here too, where it's like for some people, it's like there's that other like facet of narcissism where they're like they do like those fake 911 calls where like I'm dying over here, and like if you don't come over here, I'm gonna unalive myself or something like to that. So there's something about that there that's it's like they're just manipulation techniques, you know. I want to say tactics, not techniques. Excuse me. So anyway, that's what. So as far as like my readings are concerned, there is a lot of drama out there, but then like we're not the source of that. We're not the contributors of that. Like no matter how people want to like say we're the content of it. Oh, my ear was just hurting for a second. Anyway, whatever. Okay. People are talking hard. Okay, what is my kin's viewers energies takeaway here? Like my light and love, my cream crew here, what is their takeaway? What's our takeaway? In bulk, 17. This is star card in reverse. There's hope. There's hope. Just look beneath the surface. And I think you already know that. Like this is something that's like low-key, like we can't put it on blast because it's like, it's gonna cause mass hysteria. So just chill. I mean, like the moon card and the star card, dude, I was waiting, like, why am I supposed to put the moon card over here in reversal? I don't know. It's reservation. It's my placeholder. I don't know. So now I know the star card in reversal. Like, just let things be. Let things be a mystery. We don't have to like sell the teachers answer book or whatever. We're not. The profit lies in just knowing what you know, enjoying life. Like that's wonderful. It's entertainment. It's organic entertainment. And then you get to reserve your energy for more wonderful things. Seriously. All right. So that's already saying blessings be, Loki, blessings be. All right. So Archangel Michael, what is my takeaway? Just mine. Nine of Pentacles, you stand alone, the cash cow. Look, the gnomes honor this energy. They're sitting around and it's like a grumpy person right there. But it's kind of sad because it's my own kin energy, my own kind, that are built of the same physical stuff, matter. They're not chilling with me, but it's it's fine, it's good. It's just kind of sad to understand that my ear, dude, is it's hurting. It's there's throbbing pain here. Give me a second here. That was interesting. Anyway, give me a second. I need to check this. That was interesting, actually. Very, very interesting. But I've got another dimension of basically hard asses, people that know the value of solid work, time and time again. Gnomes, look at the energy of gnomes, what they're all about. But to have 2, 4, let me see, 6, 8, 9, yeah, those are the 9 of Pentacles right there. When you have quality energies watching you, in admiration and in learning, when you become a mentor of sorts, it's that's truly abundant energy. You stand on your own. And it's it's not an ego trip. I mean, it's definitely, I would say, an ego boost. Look up, there's wonderful things around here to be very grateful for. And so this is kind of Ascended Master, that holy cow, oh my gosh, Ascended Master energy. This is holy cow. You know what's Bart Simpson would say, ay caramba. That's crazy. Okay. So that's wonderful. I think that's excellent. I've never read the card to its exact form like that. Oh, and then okay, so I do cloud scrying too. I haven't done it in a while, but I was told to do it for this card. And there's something about a tiptoe, do 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 do. It's kind of like the Pink Panther, do 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 do. So it's kind of like spirit. How they present in the ace of this or the ace of that, in a cloud form. It's spirit's do do do, but you see, do do do. There's something weird about that. That's funny. So spirit, the divine can be very sneaky in what they provide for us. And I think that's the message, basically for all, but especially for me. That's interesting. I'm told to pull one more card. I don't know why, but like, okay. Clarifying card, right? Like bonus round. What do you want to say, Archangel Michael? What's go? What's up with my readings? Like, what do you want to tell me? Like, take away? I don't know, dude. Tell me. 6 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so chill. This is like totally just chill time. Like, whatever you learn from this like phase, for this like snippet of transition, is bonus round for sure. For sure. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much for all donations provided in light and love. I certainly appreciate it. But now that this reading is official, did I say, dude, it's become like so kind of repetitive. Maybe I need to change it up, just like tweak it just a little bit. I don't know. Okay, so now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors, all my heartfelt supporters, which are in fact donations of light and love. So we got like donations of donations. So I appreciate them. If not, also multiply them. And so with that, upon closing the portals in these readings, especially this one, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout. Again, also reclaiming each and every one's power back. Calling back our power. To pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, to be refortified within each and every appropriately respective person or sentience in light and love. I close the portals in these readings now.